لنستمر بنشر المزيد إن شاء الله.
كرام متابعين في كل مكان، هنا عند الجولة 12 عندما يواجه واتفورد مانشستر يونايتد في كاريج رود في مباراة صعبة للغاية. نعم، وضعتها الظروف بأن تكون صعبة جدا على مانشستر يونايتد، على أولي جونار سولشاير عندما يواجه كلاوديو رانييري المدرب الذي يأتي بعد شهر ونصف تقريبا من تدريبه نادي واتفورد، والذي انتصر انتصارا واحدا وتلقى 3 هزائم على مستوى بطولة الدوري. والبداية ركلة جزاء تأتي ابعاد جوشوا كينغ، سقط، تركت الافضليه لدينيس، لكن دينيس وضع الكره الى خارج ارضيه الملعب. هل كان اليساري اول الاهداف؟ الله، يتصدى ولكن يسد اول الاهداف من خلال اللقطه الماضيه. ان هناك، شوف، هل دخل؟ نعم، كان قبل ان يسدد تصدى له. هل تعاد ام هناك خطا؟ لان سدد اسماعيل يسار، تصدى ديفيد دخية، وكل اللاعبين اصبحوا لا وين موجود. صحيح سيحتسب خطا على واتفورد اعتقد. غريبه القانون، هذه جديده في القانون. انا ما ادري، لكن هذه إذا هل يسجل الآن؟ هل يفعلها الآن؟ نعم، يتصدى للمرة الثانية. الله على ديفيد دخية، وما يفعل هذا الإسباني أن يتصدى لركلتي جزاء بنفس اللاعب. كبير، كم أنت كبير يا إسباني. ما فعله دخية ألا يحرجل في مرمى ديفيد دخية مرة، مرتين، 3، 4 مرات واكثر، الى ان اتى جوشوا كينغ وسجل في مرمى اليونايتد بهذه الكره التي لعبت. شوف، عمليه الابعاد لا تاتي بهذه الطريقه، ومن ثم المرور والكره العرضيه والهدف الذي سجل من جوشوا كينغ بطريقه ممتازه للغايه. هذه تبعد الى الركنيه يا ارون بيساكا، وهنا لدينا العرضيه. كان وحيدا غير مراقب على الاطلاق جوشوا كينغ ليسجل واتفورد اول اهداف. حاول كثيرا، استطاع.
For a flag, it stays down.
Unfortunately, the ball into Josh King was a little bit slow.
It's not really how that was supposed to go. And the offside.
United have been so poor in this game, but this pass here, fantastic. And that's an acrobatic save as the ball bounces up.
Which is the longest ever run. A big ask.
They've got a decent record against United here as well.
In both wins.
Proving that way again this afternoon.
They just haven't looked after the football very well. And this far on this near side. It's back with Dennis. Two big chances
for Manchester United without conceding again. They're defending so badly. Header should score. Anything either side of David De Gea, it's a goal.
Wow, Josh King will see. Ball's on for sure, but it was well seen by Pep for encroaching. It's front three for Watford are shifting.
It's been a real strength of theirs in this first half. And then break when needed. Worked well.
They've had for a very, very long time, Watford.
Yeah. I mean, look at that.
Warren extended their advantage. But the chances they've had, Sorry, in the game, 10 of them for Watford. A little wayward. Cleverly. Puts his penalty disappointment firmly behind him.
Good fortune here, but he gets his head up. It's a lovely cut back. Look how.
Cena goes up with him. On to King. but they just keep getting in those positions, don't they?
Energy, more effort going forwards, especially the ball turned over there, and he just kind of jogged up the pitch.
King looking for Dennis, and Lindelof. Certainly nothing he could do about Sarr's strike. Twice this season. Ronaldo, disappointment during the international break. Portugal beaten at home by Serbia. Is in the right place at the right time, and it comes within 5 minutes of coming off the bench.
He got it right, but certainly Jadon Sancho gets this cushion header from Ronaldo, who could have gone himself. Really uninjured was really important, and he's done that there.
Well, they're just checking. It's very, very close, but it off the bench to score on his debut against Crystal Palace right at the start. But that's a big goal for Manchester United. Now we've got a game on our hands. Sancho. Sissoko continues his run here. King's been allowed to...
Saka didn't look like he had the legs to get back in here. The run is... Instead, David De Gea, outstretched leg.
Level his corner. Up in the air. Matic has given it away. Not for the first. Messina. I have to say that was the first.
Much needed goal as well. Really important goal for Manchester United. Lines. Ronaldo just held his position long enough.
Messina. Then the flag goes up.
Beak, who's flying on confidence at the moment since the goal, but just got to try and steer it into that far post. He's good enough to make the...
Seven in the... Here is Fernandes. Yeah. Into the check. Well, once again...
Ham-nil.
It's Ronaldo! And then...
They're asking questions of the Watford back four. Nkulu gets drawn in, kind of loses his footing a little bit. Ricochets off Ben Foster.
By Foster, comes out to Wan-Bissaka. He was eyeball to eyeball with Ronaldo.
Quality with the ball, and when they do that...
Martial. Sancho made the angled run. Wan-Bissaka. It's gone straight behind. Well, he might be feeling slightly better about life, having an hour to play. You wouldn't like to call it, would you?
No, it's a difficult one at Old Trafford, but gets an opportunity here, and it looks like he's grabbing.
It's it back from Kiko Femenia. He heads for the... From the crowd for Watford fan Kevin Norman at the age of 60. There's certainly an opportunity. Oko. Loser organised here as they look to cause further problems for Manchester.
Interesting what Sarr does here, because he gets the wrong side of Harry Maguire outside the box. They're having a look at it, but you can clearly see here.
Yellow card for Maguire.
Have been tested as many times from Watford in these kind of situations.
Between Messina, Loser, cleverly. Loser was a very strange free kick.
The way that Sarr landed as his foot's planted, he misses the ball there, and then the second trailing him if he has to go off. He's had a good game so far.
And having just lost Nkulu.
Seems to have got the brunt of the tackle. I mean, it was
It's looked like someone who's got a little...
reflected in the performances, and I'm sure that's...
Challenge have scored, of course. But Sancho's cross, Ronaldo's assist, match. Sarr back on his feet, and it looks as though... Back to Foster. Headed on by King. Be going off after all, which is another Wamasaka. Oh, it's a chance.
Well, he's hoping to drag this one in. A little bit of a problem for Ben Foster, but he just drags it.
Stricken Sarr. There from Maguire, who's already been booked, and Manchester United. And the look on the face.
Nothing. Harry Maguire has put himself in the circumstances, but he's just so indecisive here. It's a reckless tackle, goes over the top of the ball, doesn't make contact. Maguire.
Corner.
What a game this has been, Gary. When you look at the penalty misses, mistakes like that from Harry Maguire,
Sissoko with King to his left. Back for Dennis. Straight to Matic. Need to show some real character here. Oh, it's another chance for him. And another one.
Space. Van der Beek puts it in there, just sits up a little bit. Van der Beek is playing those little balls in behind. He did it for Sancho to create that.
Well, essentially, they've gone 4-4-1, haven't they? With
sit alongside Van der Beek in there.
Manchester United will be relieved that Sarr. Be surprised if there was a scare or two along the way. Sancho. There by Lusa. Forward it goes by Matic. Sancho. Bruno Fernandes again.
Ronaldo really tried to get control of that situation, so to try and produce some piece of magic.
He's got a quarter of an hour to rescue this. Of course, they're top of their Champions League group.
I think Manchester United have Arsenal.
All those in there. Got himself in front of
Ronaldo make these runs. He loves drifting off the shoulder of a centre-back. Not delivery from Jadon Sancho, who really has perked up in this second half and produced.
Played much football.
The goal.
Back. Manchester United.
Well, loser can be really
United. Van der Beek is there. Ronaldo is there. He knows. And I think it was.
Ronaldo clearly is miles offside because the Watford players have thrown themselves.
Cleverly. The crucial moment.
Well, it's happened.
Project in the making. João Pedro.
Ronaldo against Cathcart. There's only one. I mentioned that he's on his longest goal drought in a Manchester.
Efficient, so clinical in these situations. This kind of, but they leave him free on the edge of the 18-yard box. The target.
Despair, disbelief. He nearly squeezed that through. They're not done. Goal kick.
I feel a little bit like Watford have just switched.
Anders helped Matic out there, trying to play it out from the back.
Mistake after mistake, really, in that area of the pitch. In the first half, Maguire, and then that one.
Cross, it's collected by Dennis. Isolated. He can use cleverly.